Hi guys, it's Liam from ThinkTechTips here. Today we're going to be discussing Mac OSX Lion and the improvements that have come with the software upgrade. So firstly, if you haven't got a copy of Mac OSX Lion, you can get it from the App Store for £20.99, which I think is around $29 in the US. You can find it on the sidebars because it is one of the most popular downloads that Apple have released. And you can find all the updates, all the details, and all the screenshots of Lion to decide whether or not you want to buy it. It's around 3.53 gigs, so if you don't have a good broadband connection, I'm pretty sure they used to do this, and I think they still do. You can go into an Apple store and download it over their Wi-Fi, or they'll install it for you, because their internet obviously is much faster, and they have their golden master on the servers. Alternatively, you can buy a thumb drive with OSX Lion on, which I think costs £50, which I don't really think is worth it, from apple.com/UK, the store section that is. Yeah, so that's it, so let's crack on with the review. Okay, one of the first things you'll notice is the improved user interface. For a start, they have a new Andromeda Galaxy Aurora, like they do with every major Macintosh operating system upgrade. One of their, if you will, most bragged about features is Launchpad and Mission Control. Launchpad can be activated by either clicking on the icon down here or pinching with 3 or 4 fingers. As you can see, it looks very, very familiar to the iOS devices layout. And this is the point. It's supposed to be a lot easier for users to gain access to their things, such as contacts, which again has had a new interface built in. So if we want calendar, we can just go iCal. While we're in iCal, you'll also find in Lion there are a lot of full screen compatibility improvements. So most applications required to will now run in full screen, such as iCal, Pages, Final Cut, iMovie, iPhoto, GarageBand, Numbers, Pixelmator, which is a graphics editing program, iTunes, Photo Booth, and many, many more that have been released or are being released currently, depending on when you're watching this video. Another one of the amazing features that they brag about is the mission control integration, which is basically Expose completely rebuilt and much more convenient for the user to access, and isn't so awkward, unlike Expose in 10.6.8 and Leopard, and I think even in Tiger. Basically, mission control is accessed either through this icon here or through 3-finger swipe up or down or 4-finger. Basically, it allows you to arrange windows, take a view at what they are, scroll from window to window, add new windows, and then close them. For example, I can move these about to how different I use them. So I could go there, and then to the App Store, and then back to iCal, App Store. And notice you can see the transition is just very, very smooth. It's almost faultless, really. And the idea in this is just to make it more convenient when you're trying to get to your documents. A really cool feature is, you can't see it at the moment, but before I was pressing space when I hovered over here, but you can actually use like the pinch out and pinch in to zoom in and out of the preview windows. like so. Generally, the multi-touch side of things have been drastically improved. I mean, if you head over into Safari and we take a look at a well-documented website such as the BBC, you'll find if you double tap, then it will do the same as it does in an iOS device. And just zoom into the titles, which I think is very useful. You've also got the swipe to navigate, so we can go backwards, forwards, in between. Then we can just go to iCal, check something, go back, go forwards again. As you can see, it's very useful. Now, another recent feature in the update 10.7.2 has been the integration of the iCloud storage innovation. Basically, what iCloud allows you to do is sync your documents from your iOS devices and your Macs all up to a central server and then push them down to all of your devices again. Now, this is very useful, however some features can be a bit tedious, such as mail and notes, because it's only the iCloud .me mail account that's included in that. So you can get lost with all your different emails if you have several emails like myself. However, the contacts, calendars and bookmarks are very, very useful. I can create a contact on my iPhone, it will push it straight to my iPad and my Mac when over Wi-Fi. Another feature is photo stream. Basically what this is I can take a photo on any of my iOS devices and it will either put it onto the opposite iOS device or it will place it onto my Mac in iPhoto library. This is very convenient as it means you have a 30-day backup of your photos, which isn't included in your 5 gigabytes of space. And it's actually quite difficult to use up the 5 gigabytes. I mean, I'm syncing two iPods with this account, 2 iPods and an iPhone with this account, and I've only used up about 0.12 gigabytes. That's because most of it, like your music purchases and video purchases, app purchases, are not included within this limit because iTunes already knows what you've purchased. Apart from that, there's generally major improvements in speed and graphics. It seems to be that the desktop is much smoother, the dock is much smoother, and in general the user experience has been enhanced just through some little tweaking. Not necessarily that was wrong with 10.6, but just could do with a little bit of tweaking. There is more on Mac OSX Lion. Feel free to look at our website, vengeance-studios.co.uk, where I will make a page displaying all the features that come with Mac OSX Lion and tips and tutorials of how you can use it to its maximum potential. Okay guys, thanks for watching. That was Liam from ThinkTechTips on Mac OSX Lion upgrade. Thanks for watching.